everybody.
Hello, you gorgeous people.
And we have Chris here tonight with us. So it's me, Josh, and Chris.
Hello.
Expect trouble.
I'll have you know, I'm perfectly well behaved, thank you.
I've known you for 5 years. You are not well behaved.
I don't know. Maybe it's the two of you together. Well, we're well behaved too, right, Josh? When we're together, we're extremely well behaved.
Wow. Yeah. Hi, Rarely Care. Hey, Truffle.
Hey, Caddy. Hey,
Aaron. Hey, Aaron.
Hope everyone is having a good Wednesday. You can all stick that middle finger up to the middle finger of the week for everybody.
Oh, hell yeah.
I used it a couple times today while I was driving, so, you know, it happens.
Oh, you want to hear Jacci drive? Jesus. Talk about road rage.
Don't worry, it's a hands-free device. I'm not holding anything while I'm driving. I got both hands on the wheel, usually. Usually. That's the key word.
Usually.
I'm not a texter and driver. I'm not, so.
Chris is my partner, Truffle.
Yes.
Chris is my partner.
And we're having a special rant night tonight since it is Pride Month. We are going to rant a little bit, do our drink of the night, and then our topic of the night will be just about what they have to go through, you know, being openly gay, and just what people, the pressure, how jobs, things like that, you know, do what they do when they find out that they're gay and they're openly gay, and if there are prejudice behind it and the bullying online because of it. So we're going to rant a lot, and it'll be a nice special rant night for our Pride Month. Right? I love it.
So, but before, because that isn't Pride Month like the topic of the day or night?
It is. The first things we're talking about is just any personal rants that we have going on today or this week.
You got any personal rants, Chris? Me not included. You can't say me.
No, my personal rant took itself out to the garbage can last night, so.
Oh yes, your co-worker. Oh, you could rant about. You could rant about how co-workers are lazy little bleeders.
Aren't they all? I mean, I love all of my coworkers, but there's those couple few that just don't do anything, and it gets you so irritable that you're sitting there working your ass off and they're doing nothing. It does. That does bother me. I will say that.
Yeah, I think Chris feels that, don't you?
Yeah, especially when a manager turns up in the kitchen, goes to the head chef and goes, "Have we got any bar fruit? Because there's none on the bar." He has literally just come from the bar and gone straight to the kitchen manager. He hasn't even bothered to go to the walk-in fridge to check whether there's actually been any prepared.
Oh my gosh.
Like I said, bone idle laziness.
Yourself? Like, come on. Wow.
So of course the head chef turns to me and goes, "I need it done soon." And I'm just like, "What do you need?" And he's like, "Oh, I need lemons, oranges, strawberries, and cucumber." I'm just like, "Well, there's no strawberries, but there's a ton of oranges, lemons, and cucumber in the walk-in fridge if you check."
I get that. That's for sure. I get that.
Oh, yes.
I get the ones where it's like they complain that they have 2 tables, and I'm like, 2 tables? I have 10. Do you see how many tables I have right now? And you're complaining that you can't handle 2? What the heck? It's like, didn't you say you worked as a waitress before? I I don't think so.
Wow. Hang on. You know what I need to do? I need to put myself as do not disturb because all the
Oh, I'm sending out. Yeah, I'm letting everyone know that we're online, so
all
you're
the
getting my
notifications are popping up.
notifications. You're getting off mine. Sorry, Josh.
Oh, I think Chris dropped himself out.
Okay, I'll let him
He'll
back
be
in. Hold
back.
on.
He'll be back in a
Give me
second.
1 second. Well, last notification is in Josh's channel. There we go. Oh, no, he's not even back yet. He'll be back though. But
I think
yeah,
he's playing with his phone, messing about with it.
there he is. It's add to stream. There we go.
And he's
Perfect.
back.
I hope everyone else is having a good week, though.
Yeah.
I know we had a rant on Discord from Miss Tessie, and she was complaining, which I would complain too. I haven't checked out any concerts yet to see concert prices, but she went on to like go check out a concert, get some tickets. To come to find out, it was almost $1,000, $600, $700 to $1,000 for seats.
Oh,
what?
Yeah,
shit me.
$678 just for general floor, row GA1, GA2, like general admissions on the floor. Which on the floor, you usually don't really have any seats because you're up hanging out, rocking out, partying. And those were still $700 almost.
Wow.
$700.
Hey, JJ.
Unbelievable.
Just wow.
And then she was looking up seating, and one of them was $1,438.45 for up in the seating area. And not like a seating area.
Nah, they're just trying to call back the prices because of the freaking pandemic, aren't they?
But people are still trying to catch up from the pandemic. People still have bills that they need to pay from the pandemic because now they're getting their jobs back, and it's just a mess. It's just a mess.
It so is.
Hey, JJ. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, JJ.
I mean, I love concerts, don't get me wrong, but I'm not spending $600 on a concert. You're lucky if I spend $100 on a concert. You better be my favorite band ever if I'm going to pay $100 for a concert.
Oh yeah.
I don't mind. See, I'm a local kind of girl. I go to local shows. We have Toad's Place down the road from where I am, and Toad's Place is like it's a small little venue, but all of the big time people will like not schedule a show, but then they'll just show up there one night and do a show for everybody that's there. Like the Doors, Blood on the Streets in a Town of New Haven. That part of that song was because they went and did a concert at Toad's Place in New Haven, and things happened, brawls happened, and there was blood on the streets of New Haven.
Wow.
Yes, Mr. Jim Morrison. But yeah, a lot of big time people have played there. But you just gotta go and enjoy it. But
yes, you do.
Yes, I agree, Truffle. I think 20 or more is a lot as well. I mean, I'll pay a little bit more, like I said, if it's a band that I really like. If it was a Blink-182 reunion kind of show, I might pay $100 a ticket. But like I said, you gotta be one of my favorite bands for me to pay that much. I got other things to buy with $600 to $1,000.
That you do. Hey, your girl Cherry.
Hey.
Yes, you need to buy a lot of stuff.
I did. I bought a lot of stuff last night. Thank you, Amazon Prime Day. Woohoo!
Yeah, I missed out on it, but yeah, well.
There will always be more deals, and Prime always has the Prime deals of the day, so you never know. You got to put it on a wish list, and then once you have it on that wish list, they'll let you know if anything on that wish list is on sale that day. That's how you do it.
That is. That's how you do it.
I got another external hard drive. I got a brand new camera coming. I got another ring light coming. So I got some stuff. Now I just got to pick out the desk that I want and get my YouTube room up and running.
Because you want a YouTube room, don't you?
Well, we have a spare bedroom. We were going to make it an office space anyways. So now that I'm doing YouTube, it's going to be YouTube / arts and crafts / music studio, because that's what the boyfriend does. He plays a lot of music. And it has a futon. So if I get tired, I can fall asleep right on the futon, take my nap.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm turning into a gearhead. My brother would laugh. Have you heard that? And then I just got to get a TV in there. That's the other thing that the next buy is getting a TV. Because then I can hook the laptop / computer, because I'm building a computer eventually. That's why my goal is to build my own PC.
Nice.
I have monitors, but a nice TV one is better than. I mean, I have big monitors too, but
we want to get a new monitor.
There you go.
Because
just get a nice new TV and then just use the HDMI. And then you can use it as a TV as well.
Yeah.
You can play your video games on there as well.
True, could.
Yeah.
That we could. Yeah, but what's going on? Let me have a look. What have I missed today? Just got here. I've been gardening all day. Oh, in this SoCal heat. Oh, wow.
Oh, the heat is not a good thing.
So I'm coming to say hi, and I'm been listening. Oh.
Aww. Well, I'm glad you've been gardening. Gardening is a very relaxing, enjoyable thing, and I actually miss gardening.
I don't.
I do? Why?
I hate gardening.
Why?
I don't know. It's just one of those things that never appealed to me.
That's why your cow plant died.
Yes, that probably is on my cow plant died. Yes, my lovely cow plant died. It's not fair.
Did you enjoy your days off, Chris?
I'm on one of two, so.
Yeah, well, I'm the same. We had the same days off. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, you're not back at work. Are you back at work tomorrow?
I am.
Oh.
I am.
So expect some ranting, guys.
Oh yes, but I will have a new video out tomorrow during the afternoon. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a good one. It's a part 2 of a video that I already did, and you know how people are. They just continue with their nonsense. That I needed a part 2. But
that you did, yes, that you did.
Yeah, girl Cherry says, OMG, my brother and dad are huge gearheads and musicians. Hot rods, rock and roll, and then there's me, who always falls for the egomaniac musician then. Heck yeah, girlfriend. I know, that's my dad. My dad wasn't a musician though, but he loved music, loved listening to music and jamming out, but he's a huge gearhead, and so is my brother. And then I went for someone that knows how to play music, and if he could have a band right now, he'd be in a band. That's for sure. Yes, you'll have to check out part 1. Wink, wink. Part 2 is a continuation of what's going on.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, so let's check out this drink of the night. It's a special drink of the night too, since it is Pride Month, and we got to show our love and support, which no matter if it's June or July, August, September, October, November, we all need to love and support each other regardless.
That we do. Yes, I will agree there.
Yes. Just because it's June and they consider it Pride Month doesn't mean you don't stop loving somebody after June. That's for sure. Or showing support or showing care or understanding.
Yes.
Not being a bully. Like, no one should be bullied, especially our LGBTQ people.
So true. So true.
Okay, I
This
am
is so true.
adding it. Here it is. Let me do these and add it to stream. Now, unfortunately, there's no music, but that's
Which
because,
is a shame, but
yes, so they put in some cherry schnapps. Then they put in, it'll play again. If not, I'll play it again. So they blend the ice with the slush, but cherry schnapps. You add the ice,
nice.
sour mix, 2 ounces, 3 ounces of OJ, 2 ounces of vodka, and then some blue. I can't. It's blue.
Blue
Carica.
curacao.
There you go, Carica.
There you go. There you go.
Which that looks yummy. We can
It
watch it in
does.
slow mo. Ooh,
Of course, it looks
Ooh.
yummy. It's alcoholic.
of course. And it's slushy, so all this hot weather we got going on. A good slushy
Yeah.
drink is always good to have.
It is.
I just like how it blends. Like when you dump in the blue, it just kind of blends all the
Yeah.
colors perfectly.
Mm.
But
That it does. That it does. That it does.
right, so we are here tonight to talk about, well, just all of the rants that you guys have from everything you guys go through for being openly gay and what people do and say and how it affects your lives. Like, I mean, I know it's not just you, it's a lot of people that are openly out and they deal with it. They have job discrimination, they have online discrimination and bullying. Even these poor kids that come out in school, they get
Yes.
tortured
So much.
and it's horrible what these poor kids go through. And there's a lot of
It is.
organizations here in the States as well as over in the UK. I know later on Josh is going to give his little advocacy speech that he has because he is an
Am I?
advocate for 2 wonderful organizations.
I am. I am.
But there is
I'm
nothing wrong with being LGBTQ plus. It's as normal as being left-handed. It's just another part of who you are.
Yeah.
Everyone has a sexual orientation, a gender identity, and a gender expression.
Yes, that is true. It's so true.
So, like, when did you both come out? When did you come out that you were gay? Were you in high school, middle school, older?
I think. Well, I came out at 16, 17-ish. I wasn't in high school. I was in college because the
You were
way
in
it works.
college at 16? Wow.
Yeah, because I finished school. Actually, it may have been 17, but I finished school. Went to sixth form for a year and then went to college, and that's when I came out.
Oh, that's
Um,
awesome.
so considering how early kids come out nowadays, I was quite late, but you know. So, wow.
You're
What
a
about
late
you,
bloomer.
Chris?
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I was. What about you, Chris? When did you come out? He's having to think now.
Well, the thing is like I experimented before I became out.
Okay.
Oh, I did too.
So I was experimenting from about 17, 18. I didn't actually have uh, had the sort of courage to come out and accept who I was until I was about 18, 19 when I was in uni.
Okay. And that was that like pressure, that did you feel like a pressure from other people that you couldn't come out, or was just you weren't sure?
No, it was more a case of with going to uni, it was just a case of I'm my own sort of person now. So it was just like, you know what, I'm I'm gonna be me. I can't change it. If people don't like it, then they can go and basically screw themselves.
Yeah. Um, for me, it was more that I wasn't aware. Well, I was aware, but um, it's easier to be straight, if that makes sense. And I had a lot of I've got a lot of health issues, so I was like, I'm different anyway. And I didn't want to add something that would make me even more different than anybody else.
I understand. Yeah, I get it.
And then when it came up to about 17ish, I was like, so that I'm going to be who I am anyway. If people don't like it, then there's not really much else I can do.
Exactly. It's better to be who you want to be. It's better not to hide who you are.
This is so true.
And I'm going
This
to
is very, very
pin
true.
the Trevor Project and the website at the
Yes.
top of the chat for everybody. That is
Yes.
one amazing organization that we have
It
over here.
is.
Yeah.
I don't think we've got the Trevor Project over here, have we? I don't think we have.
Oh,
I
that
think so.
stinks. It's a great project, and it's a great.
I think we have different projects in different cities,
Yep. I
but
don't know
not
why.
one that's overall universal. I don't think.
Every time
I'm
I
not.
put in the second one, it doesn't put a space between the website. But it's called It Gets Better, and it's itgetsbetter.org, and it helps. It's more for the youth and people that are afraid to come out. It's a great organization over here as well.
Yes.
Now,
Crap.
have you ever had issues with like maybe a job that you had and them discriminating against you for being openly gay?
I haven't, but that's because due to my health issues, I can't work. But what about you, Chris?
No, because the UK actually has litigation that makes it illegal to discriminate against a person's sexual orientation.
Well, we have that over
Not
here.
necessarily the gender,
We have that over here as
but
well, but it doesn't stop people from still discriminating in ways that
Yes.
they make it seem like they aren't, and then you come to find out that it was because of that.
I suppose there are underhanded ways. But I mean, I guess it all depends on who you work for.
That's true. That's true.
It is.
So, I mean, I've only had two real main jobs so far in my life. One working for a supermarket, and one where I'm currently working for basically what's a holiday village.
Okay.
But the thing is, it's like with me, my sexual orientation is my private life. it's
Yeah.
something that I don't go round advertising.
Yes.
I understand that. It's no
Mm.
one's
So if I come to trust someone well enough, then fine. That's on me to let them know. But other than that, it's not really anyone's business who I want to kiss. So
and who you want to be with, all of that. That's true.
It very much is. But I know that I've heard stories and like, well, no, acquaintances how they've been discriminated in work, which it's not nice at all.
Where people kind of made their life a living hell for who they are, and that's not right at all.
Yeah, it's not right. Um,
I feel like anyone can love whoever they want, and it shouldn't be
yes.
a worry or concern to anyone else unless you
No, it
are
shouldn't.
the person's partner. Then maybe you need to worry if they do love somebody else and they're your partner, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's no one's worry. And you having a boyfriend or a husband, or me, even if I wanted to have a girlfriend, it's no one's business. And I'm not
Exactly.
causing any harm by me having a girlfriend or you having a boyfriend.
Exactly. There should be no issue.
Exactly.
There should be
Love
no
is
issue with it.
love.
It
Love
is. It
whoever
sure
you
is.
want to love. What is something you find really offensive that people say or do?
Um, that's a good question. I think it's the ignorance of people. People can be so ignorant, basically, of
I understand. Yeah.
other people. Of like, people want to interfere in in people's relationships and people's lives, like it's their business, and people have this um, stereotype in their heads that a gay person is very flamboyant and very um, I'm trying to think of the right word. Can you think of the word? Because I can't think of the word.
And
I think
more,
flamboyant is the right word, but uh,
I
um,
more not
it's just
masculine, but more feminine.
yes, but look, but feminine to the point of like um, like you
basically
see on
queenish.
yeah, and like you see on TV. Um, People seem to think that that is when you become gay, being that is the way you're supposed to live, and it's not true. I hate to burst people's bubble, but it's not true.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So, and I think people have people judge you because it's more. I've had straight men turn around and say that I fancy them. I don't, but they say that I do simply because I'm gay. And it's like, well, that doesn't work. It doesn't work that way.
Wow. That's not cool. Not cool at all.
No.
And I don't really understand why people are like that. I mean, even I've had someone that was a female hit on me and even asked for my number kind of thing. And it's as simple as saying, no, like, I'm sorry, I'm not into women, but doesn't mean we can't be friends.
Exactly. You can be friends.
And I've had plenty of friends that were lesbian or gay and never had an issue where, they tried to, well, for lesbian purposes, try to turn me over to that side of things, as people would say. They knew that I was straight, and we were great friends, and we continued to have a great relationship, and that was all that mattered. And I was there for them, and they were there for me, and it
And
never,
that's
yeah,
that's that's brilliant. It's good
that's
when
all that
things were.
matters. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We all need to be accepting.
Chris, is there anything that bothers you that people may say or do that can
Besides
offend
me,
you?
Um, I suppose mostly it's more a case of like if they find out, yeah, if they if they find out or you tell them that you're gay, and they turn and say, "Oh, do you like giving or receiving?"
I've had that question a lot.
Yeah,
I'm just like, um, I'm sorry. How is that information pertinent to you? I know you're straight. I don't go around asking, do you like giving it or do you like her riding?
exactly.
It's a good
Exactly.
question.
You
Yep.
know, that's about that is essentially what you're asking me.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's going too far into someone's personal life, and it shouldn't be. That shouldn't even be something you ask somebody.
It gets asked a lot. You'd be surprised how many times that gets asked. And then it gets
Really?
turned, yeah, and then it gets turned into a joke. You'd be surprised at how many times that gets asked.
Yeah, but it's the kind of joke where you don't sit there and laugh. It's the kind of joke where you sit there and you go, "Oh, for fuck's sakes!"
Yes, yeah. You're just like, oh God, here we go again.
Yeah. And you shouldn't even have to get used to that being something that continuously happens. It shouldn't happen. That's kind of
Uh,
discrimination at that point.
yeah, I mean, I think because I think because it happens a lot, you you just sort of like it's in one ear and out the other. But
Yeah.
um, it's like when you see things online or when you're being attacked online because of your sexuality. The thing that bothers me is I'm like, well, they say in gay years, once you hit 30, that's it, you're on the scrap heap. It's not true, but that's what the saying is. But the thing that worries me is there are young, like, L- there are young gay people, trans people, lesbian, there are young people who are coming into their own and coming out and discovering who they are, and they're going to see these things online. And how is it going to make them feel? And then it also gives homophobic people more of an excuse to be like, well, they've said it and they can get away with it, so I can get away with it too. And some people do take it too far.
Yeah. It really does. I know, well, Josh has a YouTube channel, which the link is in the description. Definitely check him out. Um, you having a YouTube channel, do you feel like there are creators out there that bully you just because you're gay?
Oh yeah, they do. But when I it's like when I became well, when I wanted to start like being a creator and start doing this YouTube thing, taking it seriously, um, I realized that you're going to get backlash off people, and not everyone's going to like you. And I'm fine with that. Um, as the time I said, my issue isn't the fact that they attack me; it's how everybody else can see it. Um, because I've heard it all before, so it's like it's like it's like my last name being Cox. It's
Yes.
like I've heard that's my name. My last name has been turned into a joke ever since I was a teenager. So even before I came out as well, it was a joke. But
And it
so
kind of
when
just doesn't even phase you now that you
yeah,
hear it. But
it's
it's
like
still
yeah, I
not right
don't
for
care.
anyone to say.
No, and if people hear it, that's what I'm on about. I'm one of these. I'm just like, yeah, say what you like about me. I don't care. It's how other people are going to see that, like young people who are struggling, or even adults who are struggling as well with who they are. That's where it's like, hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
And especially the kids. I mean, it takes time to know who you are. And it's
yes,
okay to be confused. It's okay to be
yeah.
unsure. It's okay to take time to find out. There's
You,
no rush.
yes, and the thing is, it's like, especially now, young teenagers and young adults, there is a lot of expectation of there are people saying, well, you've got to know who you are straight away. And it's like, well, that's not true. It takes time to discover who you are. Um,
Oh my
Dude, my
gosh.
name is Rhino. The H is
Rhino.
so.
You said it again.
No, it says right. It says right. It says Rona. Oh yeah,
Rona,
it said right.
yes. You
Yeah, it
said
said Rhino.
rhino.
Leave me alone.
Hey,
Oh
it's
God,
okay.
the H is silent. Imagine the things that rhymes with, yeah, schools. Yeah, yeah, I can imagine, and that's the thing. In school, people are bullies, especially teenagers. But
Yeah.
when people turn around and say teenager assholes, it's true. But
Well, they're
it,
trying to find out who they are, and
yes,
some of them are going through stuff they don't realize at that age is them trying to figure out who they are. So they go
yes,
after other people, think to make themselves feel better.
yes,
And
and
even now, as adults, it happens, and
it does. It
that's
really
just
does.
insane.
Uh,
My first name appears in a nursery rhyme, so I sympathize.
hmm,
Oh, yes, that's the
yeah,
first thing people usually do is
yeah,
they'll attack your name, and
mm-hmm.
they
Because it's the easiest thing to do.
exactly.
The name is the easiest thing to attack.
And that represents that person, and it's
Yes,
something that they can't change is their name.
yes. A, uh, a lot of people attack people because they attack the easiest things first
Yep.
because it's easy. So
Yeah, but the thing is, the easiest things are often the things that we cannot change and are the most permanent about ourselves. So, for the most part, you cannot change your name until you are 18.
and then
True.
you can change it by
By
deed. Is it
then, by
changeable?
which time you can change it by deed poll.
Yeah,
But
it's going to
up
cost
until
you.
up until you are 18, you are stuck with the name that your parents gave you.
I know. I know. Yes, that is true. I must
Very
admit,
true. And that's a good question, actually. If you guys get married in the future, whose name would you take, Josh? Would you take Chris's last name, or would you keep your last name and Chris have your last name? I'm interested.
I think we agreed that we were hyphenating.
Yes, I think we were. Yeah,
Okay.
I think we were. Because here's the thing: it's like when I was younger, Cox did bother me, but I can't change it. Oh well, I can by default, but it's like it's the fact it's my family name, and it's a name that I've always had.
Now, if you had a child, would you give them both the last names then?
Most likely,
Yeah.
yeah. But I teach the child like to just ignore bullies.
Yes.
It's hard, and I know it's hard, but
Especially with the
yeah.
last name issue. And then, I mean, hopefully by then it'll be more normalized in a way that there are kids that have two fathers or two mothers, and it's not such
You
what
see,
people think is different.
yeah, you see here it 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 happens. We have two dads, two moms, and you have the lovely people on the internet, should we say, who
Yeah.
say that a child needs a mum and a dad.
No.
No, as long as you teach a child right from wrong,
And you
that
show that
and
child love
yeah,
and
show that child
care,
love,
respect.
care, attention. That's all a child needs. And we were talking about it on Father's Day, I think we were, when you turned around and said Happy Father's Day to
Yes.
the mothers who are being single mothers.
Yep.
And
And I
if
also said happy belated Mother's Day to all the fathers that are single fathers that are mothers out there. Yep.
exactly, it can be done. A child can be raised with one mom, with one dad, with two dads, with two moms. It doesn't matter as long as you teach and raise a child with love, care, and respect.
Exactly. That's all that matters at that point.
Yes, this is true. It is very, very true. So I'm trying to multitask and it's not working. You know what multitasking skills are like. I'm trying to set up trying to set up my stream.
There you go. There you
I'm trying
go.
to set it up. Um,
Now, when these these bullies online um come and come at you, say things about your sexuality, does that bother you, or are you more bothered that they just don't understand?
um, at this point, because there is that I know there's not that much representation in movies. There's a hell of a lot of representation in books, and there is a lot of representation in games. I think movies is the
Movies is about 5 steps behind where it should be.
yes,
Oh yeah,
yes, it
for
is, yeah.
sure.
So, but there is things like pride and things like that. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, they sound more ignorant because there is representation out there, and it's just like when they say these things, I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? I can't change who I am.
Yeah.
Um,
What
just
about
like
these
somebody.
the Disney movies? I think they should
Mm,
make more Disney movies where maybe they have two fathers or two mothers, or a child, or not a child, but a princess, loving another princess, or a prince loving another prince, because there's always a prince and a princess in movies that are Disney.
Yes.
So I think they need
Yeah.
to open that door up for children to make it more normalized for younger kids, younger adults, in that sense.
I mean, yeah, I think we'd love the representation.
But when it comes to a plastic toy based on a character from Toy Story, and someone turns around and says, actually, it's a
Oh
gender
God.
neutral thing, and
Oh
literally
God,
the
yeah,
whole world just goes, oh my God, won't someone think of the children?
oh God.
You just want to find the nearest brick wall.
Yes, I
That
agree
was the
there
fork,
too.
wasn't it? It was the fork.
That was Mr. Potato Head.
Yep.
I thought it
Mr.
was the
Potato
fork.
Head.
The guy,
No, they turn around and, well, I haven't seen Toy Story 4, so I obviously don't know. But I did see an article saying that Barney the Spork, or whatever his name was, he was supposed to be technically gender neutral.
Yep.
oh yeah,
Because it's literally just a spork
yeah.
with some pipe cleaners.
Yes.
How do you assign a
Technically,
gender
it
to
was
that?
Mr.
Really?
Potato Head, even though it's Mr. Potato Head toy, has the Mr. in it. They give you different things that you can change it to a female, to a male, kind of the eyes, the lips, the head piece. You can have a hat, a women's hat. So we're trying to say that, well, it should be gender neutral anyways, because Mr. Potato Head has all of these things. But there are Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head for a reason. And if you just call it Potato Head at that point, don't add the Mr. or Mrs. if you're trying to make a gender neutral toy.
That is true. That is very true.
I mean, we had Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head when we were kids.
Oh yeah, I did too.
It's been all around for a long time. I believe it was even in the early 80s, late 70s that they had it.
Sorry, Ballistica turned around and said, "Mrs. Potato Head is now sold separately. Do you
Yeah.
think Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head are getting a divorce?"
They might be.
It might be.
She's going to rinse him for every chip.
Didn't it just used to be a potato? Yeah, it was just a potato. I don't even know. Whoever invented that made some good money off of that. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Taking a potato and just sticking things in it and saying, well, look, we can make it a person. Just add eyes. And if you don't want these eyes, you can change them to these eyes. And if you don't want this nose, you can change it to this nose. I mean...
Now, if that could happen in real life, I'd like a new body, please.
Yeah, it's called plastic surgery.
Tried that, didn't work.
They used to sell just parts. Wow. Yes, they did. I do remember
because you'd
that.
literally just shove them into a potato.
But yes, that was how you did it back in the day.
Back in the day.
Before I was in existence.
Yeah.
Like I said, whoever had that idea, they made some money off of it. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, they did. They surely did. Seriously debating potato as a name for the next puppy.
That would be a cute name.
It would. It would.
I totally name a dog Potato. I mean, I called my cat all different names besides her actual name. I call her Peach. I call her Chupacabra. I call her Choo Choo.
I just call my cat Thing.
Thing. Well, she has a very meaningful name. If we do want to get into that, her name is Bella Athena, which is a beautiful goddess of war, because she is a beautiful cat, but she is a hell of a cat, and she can love you and then 2 seconds later try to kill you. So,
well, that's definitely a good name for her then.
And it was wasn't me that picked the name Bella. I wanted to name her Bella. I didn't say it because it was during, she's now 11 years old. So it was during the twilight time, you know. And I asked somebody else, I was like, what would you name her? And they said, Bella sounds like a good name. And I was thinking more of Athena. And people are like, Athena, wow, that's a hard name for a cat. And I'm like, why? Like Athena, Athen, like you can shorten it. So that's how she got Bella Athena, and it just worked out.
And she's a
Yeah,
cute little
she
kitty.
is a calico cat. Yes. She's a spoiled, rotten calico cat, too. She knows, like now, because I don't have a desk yet in the YouTube room, which will be happening very shortly. But as soon as I take out the little TV tray, I guess these things are called, and put my laptop on top and everything, she comes and lays on my feet, and she knows it's time to just lay on my feet and it's YouTube time. So
Our cat loves windowsills.
she used to. My cat used to love them, and when we moved, she has not laid in any windows. It's quite weird, to be honest.
Oh, bless her. But she's cute though. Your cat's cute.
Yeah, she is. She's a cutie pie. Dog is called Nacho. I'm debating haggis or potato for the next one, but Notch goes by Nugget too. See?
Mm.
They have nicknames, like, you know.
Yeah, cats do. Yeah, they really do. Uh, Mine is currently, well, curled up on the windowsill, giving me the death glare right now because I dared stroke her while she was asleep.
Which she's not in heat anymore, apparently. We'll see how that
No,
goes.
she's not.
I'm
She's
still
not.
debating.
Yeah,
Still debating.
still debating. But yeah, I think I was going to say something then. When something's in your head, I think platforms, because companies and corporations like to use the rainbow flag or use the
Yes.
rainbow like things, but they don't actually help when harassment and bullying is happening. It's only when something becomes legal, like someone's been hurt or someone's being sued or because of harassment, that's when companies step in. But things need
Yeah.
to happen before then.
Does it get you mad when like you see some of these companies or like people that before they, you can see their personality beforehand and then something happens and then they're like, but I've always been prideful of people that are LGBTQ, and then have like the rainbow flag or make rainbow shirts as their merchandise, and or say that they're bisexual and then have things saying that they would never touch a female. Like, does it make you upset? Because that would get me upset. I mean, it gets me upset that they do it just for the show, in a way.
Well, when it comes to businesses, it's chasing the pink pound, as we say over here.
Yeah.
And basically, just like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, it's basically a Hallmark thing. If they can turn it into a reason to sell things, then they will.
Oh, yes.
And if that means that they have to, all they have to do is change their logo to have a rainbow background for a month, then so be it.
Yeah, I agree there.
That's true.
Agree there.
I think it doesn't necessarily upset me that they do it. It's more of like, you know it's coming and you know for a fact that it's not a genuine thing.
Yeah.
Some companies do. There's a makeup company called Mika. I'm sure it's Mika. Um, I maybe get my makeup companies confused, but there's a makeup company that's literally, their backstory is there's LGBTQ in there. There's people of color in there. You know, there's a variety of different backgrounds that make up that company. So when you have see companies like that, that's the ones where I'm like, they're doing it right. Whereas we use, well, I use the one that I will be talking about on my stream is the U. I don't know what it stands for, but I know it's a football thing.
UEFA.
UEFA. Oh,
You know, the people in charge of organising the Champions League.
oh yeah, yeah. Well, they've put out a statement saying that they support the rainbow, but they won't light a stadium up because of politics, I guess.
Yeah, basically because I think he said it was Hungary. They've recently just passed anti-LGBT legislation, and basically people wanted to light up the stadium in sort of like a protest
Oh.
to the fact that the Hungarian team are there, saying, you know, you're going to be complete assholes, so we're supporting LGBT people. Go fuck yourselves.
But the UEFA won't do it. So that's where you sit there and you're like, well, you either support us or you don't. Make a stand. If you don't support us, then don't have the rainbow flag as your background and say that you support diversity and you support this and you support tolerance and whatever, and then do that, because it's just like, well, how do you expect that makes the LGBTQ plus community feel? It's like, yeah, you support us, but only when it suits you, only when it's easy. And it's like, well, the rest of us, the ones that are in that community, we can't turn around and say, oh, we're only gay for a day. And then when we have to deal with homophobic people and harassment and bullying, oh, we're straight. It doesn't work like that. We have to deal with the harassment. We have to deal with the bullying.
Yep.
And it's like, well, we have to deal with the backlash of being gay. But UEFA's like, nope, we don't want the backlash. And it's like, well, you're going to get backlash now, whether you like it or not. Yes, I think someone turned around and said it's a lose-lose situation, which technically it is, because if they put the rainbow stuff up there, then they're going to piss off I can't remember which, I cannot remember which freaking team it was, or like country it was. Hungary, yeah, that's it, Hungary. You're either going to piss off the Hungarians by doing it, or you're going to piss off the LGBT community by not doing it. So yeah, I can understand it's a lose-lose situation, but it's like, you're the ones that are saying that we support the rainbow, we support tolerance, we support diversity. Well,
Yeah,
then stand by those actions.
I agree. I mean, I don't understand. So, like, Connecticut, we had a thing where the bridge that is by my house, they light up for different occasions. And one of The first times they ever lit up the bridge was when Miami had the shooting at the gay club. And that was the first night they ever lit up the bridge. And they did it in rainbow colors for that support.
Yeah.
During the whole COVID time, they had it red for, the red warning and COVID and all of that. And they'll do a red, white, and blue for Memorial Day and 4th of July. They'll do it
Yes.
colors for different things, but they have yet to put it in the rainbow colors for this month or even for, what was it? Pride. They do have a Pride Day as well as a Pride Month. They didn't even do it then. And it's a big thing. And it's like, but why? But why, like, why won't you do it? And it
I
doesn't
think
cost that much money to switch a switch at all.
no, but what I think it is, because it's also happened with TV commercials on Hallmark. I think it was on Hallmark. It was either on Hallmark or TLC, one of the two. Because I think TLC is a religious network, and I think Hallmark is too.
Yes.
There is gay and LGBTQ representation in adverts, and when they put one on Hallmark, I think it was. I really do think it was Hallmark. When they put one on Hallmark, there was backlash because, again, it was think of the children, think of the children. Um, that's what
But
there was.
we're also the
Cause
people that are like, let your child be whoever they want to be. Let your
yeah,
child do whatever they want to do.
yeah,
If your son wants to wear a dress, let your son wear a dress. If your daughter wants to wear, whatever, like, of course, like male kind of clothing, let them wear it. Like, I know like, here's an example. Like when I was younger, my brother is 4 years younger than me, so he was maybe 3, 4, and I was 7 at the time.
yeah.
And I had two sets of pajamas. One were a pink bear and one was a blue bear. It was a nightgown. And my brother always thought that the blue one was his because blue was for boys and pink was for girls. And my mom let him wear the nightgown even though it was a nightgown for a girl, just because that's what he wanted. He didn't know any better, and it didn't matter. It didn't turn him gay. He is still who he wants to be in
I
his life, and it didn't make a difference.
Yeah, I think right. Triple
And even if
says
it
TL.
did, it wouldn't have mattered. Like,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I think that's the um.
hey, Gramsy Life.
Hey, Gramsci Live. Um, Triple says TLC and Hallmark aren't religious networks. It's just a large part of the audience. Oh, okay. I didn't know. And yes, there is an echo, but that's because me and Chris are in the same room.
It's not that bad, but it's a little
It's not
echo.
too bad.
Yeah,
But the I'm losing my train of thought.
my
It's only
story.
because
Yeah,
huh?
how they want boys to do boy
Oh
things.
yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
The thing is, it's like people still to this day, I think, speculation that they think that kids and teenagers and people can be turned gay or turned lesbian or can be put into the thoughts into their heads that they are transgender or something like that. But I'm like, no, that's not how it works. You are born the way you are. But because you have people out there saying, oh, it's just a choice, people believe that. And it's like, no. Trust me, if my life would be easier if I was straight. With the amount, with the abuse and everything that we've had, life would be easier. I don't, we don't. we're not doing gay for a fashion trend. Trust me.
Yes.
Speaking of boy clothing, it's always been a big ambition of mine to wear a waistcoat. Hey, see, waistcoats are nice. I can't wear them because I'm too fat, but waistcoats are nice.
Oh, stop. Stop. You're not.
But yeah, that's my thing. It's sort of like a
Yeah.
yeah.
I know one of our Discord members, his nephew was, so he was like going shopping for his nephew, and his
Mm.
nephew really wanted this Barbie. And he was, I think, like 7-ish years old. And I said, "Well, what did you do?" And he's like, "I got him the Barbie that he wanted." And I said, "Good for you. Good for you."
Yeah,
Just
there's nothing
because he
wrong with
wants
it.
a Barbie doll does not mean anything.
It
And
doesn't.
maybe he wanted the Barbie for the GI Joe to have a wife or a friend, or who knows? Like,
We don't know. We don't.
it doesn't matter.
It
It
doesn't.
doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter.
And if when I have a child, whatever they are interested in, they can have whatever they would like.
So yeah, same here. If
Just like
my
my
plan is to
cat
have
can
kids.
have whatever she likes.
Yeah, that is true. Right, that's done. I need to resave that again. I messed up. Uh, when you mess up on things and you're like, damn. My brother had a baby doll he adored when he was little. He is the straightest member of the family now. Yeah, and it doesn't matter whether you have a doll or dress up as a girl, as a child. Yeah. Like I turned around and said, I can't remember where I said it. I can't remember where I said it. Oh, I think I said it on my stream when we got ambushed or when I was talking about like LGBT stuff. Um, I've known drag queens that are straight. They're straight, but
Yep.
they just like to wear makeup and dress up as a woman. But they are as straight as anything. They don't fancy men, they fancy women, but they like dressing up.
Yeah.
I, I think people, like I said, there is the stereotype of if you're gay, gay becomes your identity, and it's like, no, you are still a person. What just like being, if you identify as straight, you are still a person, or transgender, or lesbian, or anything. You are still an individual person. It's like I always turn around and say that. Um, yes, I'm gay. Yes, I'm autistic. Yes, uh, you know, but I'm like, that's not all of me. I'm still a person. Um, so it's like, yeah, uh, trying to sort out this live, and it's not working out very well. See, Jackie's a lot more organized than I am.
You got to be a better multitasker.
Yes, I do. I really do. I've got to be such a much better multitasker, but it's so difficult to do.
Ballistic said, "My son had a dog when was pregnant with his sibling. He is very kind now. He loves to make kids laugh." Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh.
And Farm Girl Night Runner says, "My biggest advice for anyone LGBTQ plus: never be afraid to cut off toxic family members. I wish I could cut off my mom, but I live on her property. She berated my son when he came home with painted nails." Aww. And
Oh.
I used to paint my brother's nails when I was a kid. I mean,
Oh, I
no
paint
one
my
ever said
nails.
anything about it. And there are plenty of people that I know, plenty of dads out there that let their daughters paint their nails just because
Yeah, that was the thing.
Doesn't want
There
to.
was a thing happening on Twitter, like not too long ago, where
Doll, not dog. Oh,
uh,
okay.
a load of dads let their daughters um put makeup on them,
Yep.
and they were
Yep.
posting it. They were posting it all over Twitter.
Yeah. Was it
Because
like a sibling kind of doll thing? Because I
what you,
know I
um
back before my brother was born, they had sibling classes where my mom took me and I had like a sibling doll that I had to take care of the doll and learn to be gentle because I was
oh no,
3 4 years old when my brother was born.
they
So
literally painted their dads, like makeup on their face and everything.
yeah, they do. They do. I mean,
Just,
I don't see it's. I mean, it's something you're giving your kid love and support, and if they want to do it, you're just being a good father or mother, regardless, and
yes.
it doesn't matter. You can't be like, you can't paint my nails because I'm a male, or you can't put makeup on me because guys don't wear makeup. That's
It doesn't work like that. And I wish people had,
you don't have to
I
go
wish.
out in public with the makeup. You're
No,
just
no,
letting your daughter or son have fun.
exactly, exactly. Um, and I don't see the issue myself. But then again, I wouldn't see the issue.
See, she goes, yes, he was 2.5, so it was to teach him not to jump on the baby. Yes, I had the same thing. Oh my gosh. I did well with
That's so
my little
cool.
brother, I guess you could say. I did torture him a little bit. We have stories.
Oh, I bet you do.
Well, there was this one time I convinced him that, to sharpen his nail, you had to put your finger in the pencil sharpener. Got in a lot of
Oh,
trouble for
Jacci.
that.
What
I
time
was
is it for you?
young. I was young. I didn't know any better. I didn't think he was going to do it.
What time is it for you, honey?
It is 9:49 here
So 10:30.
on the
I'm
East
ju-
Coast.
I'm just setting up the. I'm just on the East Coast EST. That'll do me. I'm just setting up things as I do.
You
Uh,
also fed her chocolate at 3 weeks old. Aw.
oh, that's so cute and sweet. Oh God, Katie Joyce tweeted.
No, that was
Why?
you. That was you.
No, Katie Joyce tweeted as well.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I just got a notification. It said Josh tweeted.
Yes, I have. Yeah, I have.
Which that's part of my personal rant. We were like, oh, Katie Joy hasn't said anything all day.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Go figure. As soon as Cher said something, it was tweet after tweet after tweet after tweet after tweet after tweet.
Yeah.
Pause break for
It
five
was like,
minutes. Tweet after tweet
damn,
after tweet after
girl,
tweet. It was like, oh, please stop.
stop. Oh yeah,
Stop,
and
please.
the thing that's annoying me is right. She says she right now. This very well may be true, but with Katie Joy, you don't know because she tries to make everything about her. Um, she's not apparently she's on some new medication. What is it called again? You know what it's called. I don't. I
It
forgot.
was lithium.
Lithium. Oh, yeah, I should remember that because it just reminds me of Evanescence every single time I
And
hear
it
it.
reminds me of the lithium battery. That's how I was remembering it. But yes.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, she's on that. She says she's on that medication. So the thing that I find interesting is, um,
No, Katie Joy is not on lithium. It was Britney
but
Spears was on lithium.
but
She was
didn't. But
she
yeah,
was
but didn't.
quoting.
Ah, right. Okay. I thought. Right. I thought.
It seemed like she said that she was on lithium the way she had said it, but it was her quoting how Britney Spears was on lithium and how it made her feel like she was in a drunken kind of moment her whole time she was on it. But the way she tweeted it, it did kind of make it seem like maybe Katie, it could have confused people.
It could have. It could have.
Which I can bring that up for us or read it for
God,
us.
he hasn't.
Oh yeah, she has tweeted three new tweets since last time I looked, which is all about Britney Spears. Which I get it. Britney Spears had her conservatorship court case hearing today, and it was a lot. But she's never really spoken out about Britney Spears like she did today. And it was like, you didn't care all these other times that she had issues, and now all of a sudden you are on Free Britney movement? Like,
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking at something. Yeah, you know what she's like though, because she just wants it. She just wants the attention.
she does.
She just
Yeah.
wants the attention. I mean, yes, I will be talking about the Britney stuff. What I'll be doing is, I'll be grabbing. I'll just be doing things from Twitter.
Oh, he was sharing his YouTube link on Twitter. That's what he was sharing.
Who?
You.
Yes, I'm also grabbing a screenshot of something as well.
But what? So the first tweet of the day, of course. Well, last night, Katie wanted to know, how did New York Times get confidential court documents related to Britney Spears? Well, first off, it's the New York Times, and second off, Katie, how do we not know that Britney didn't help the New York Times get those confidential documents, especially to help her in her case with everything that's going on? I mean,
we don't know that.
lithium sounds like something from Star Trek Voyager. It does.
Yeah,
So
it does.
it's one of the earliest. Yeah, there you go, Truffle. One of the earliest developed antidepressants. It's very strong, and
I
it
did
kind
not
of
know that.
put you in a. They say like in a drunken kind of trance, but it's very just strong, and you're in. Yep, you're just very out of.
Wow.
Yes.
Poor Britney.
Speaking of, here's Britney Spears. Here's Katie Joy again tweeting. See, you say her name and she comes through.
Yeah.
You can't say her name, guys, because then she'll magically appear. Never fails. Oh, and it's, of course, she's putting out her video. Britney Spears begs the court to end her conservatorship. I just want me to work. And the rest of it is cut off. Just wanted my dad trafficked and controlled and forced me to work for one, and then it got cut off again. So yes, of course, it's a story. KJ's on it. But yet she says she doesn't really do that kind of stories. But here she is doing those stories. I mean,
yeah.
So kind of back on a little bit on the pride subject. Do you think she tore her pride flag, or do you think a neighbor tore that?
It was either her or the wind.
I agree.
I reckon that's.
I think it was more for views and attention, kind of
yes. Thing. Wasn't she against the Britney movement at one point? She probably was.
She
but
was.
now she's
I believe she was.
Now she's all for it because it'll get her attention.
Because she'll be like, but I didn't know all the details, and now I know the details. So now I see, and it's like, well, maybe you should have waited and done your research. Because I've never said I wasn't for Britney or was for Britney, because I didn't know what was going on. I always said something didn't seem right.
Yeah.
And she needed help. And maybe she needed outside help and not her family's help. People needed to
Yeah.
do something. And I've always
Yeah.
said that. I was
Exactly.
I was not that I was never a big Britney Spears fan because I liked Britney. I was
Yeah, I do
you had
too.
the Christina Aguilera people and you had the Britney Spears people back in the day, and I was
Yeah.
more the Christina bandwagon at that time in my life. But I
Yeah.
loved all of Britney songs. I'll still sing them.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed there.
This is true.
Who are you, Chris? Are you a Britney or a Christina fan?
Just give me a decent song and anyone.
You'll
I'm a
enjoy it.
music whore.
Yeah, that's me. I like all music. That's where I stand. I'm not like I am more of a rocker at heart. I love more rock music more than anything, but there are some,
Yeah.
country songs that I like. There are some rap songs that I absolutely love and adore. There's some pop songs I can go for, it all depends.
Yeah, it does.
It has a nice,
Um,
good beat and rhythm and nice lyrics. I'm down to listen.
yeah, I like most music as well. Good night, Ballistic. Hope you sleep
Night
well.
Ballistic. Thank you for stopping by, babe.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
It's been fun.
It has.
And I do know Josh is doing a stream shortly. I'm not
Yes.
sure when he scheduled it for, but I know it's probably soon because it's late where he is.
I scheduled it for 3:30 my time, which will be 10:30 EST
Oh, okay. Yeah. So in a half hour.
in half an hour. Yeah. I might. I don't know whether to push it back to 4.
No, you're
Um,
good at 10:30.
yeah. Yeah, just because you've seen what I posted in the Discord, so it's like,
Yes. Yes.
yeah, you've seen what I posted, so I'm like, hmm.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, I'm gonna point this out. I'm a gay man. No offense to women, I've got I've got really good female friends, but I do not want to be a woman.
No, you like who you
Just
are.
yeah, I like who I am. I like being a man. Just want to point that one out there. Um,
And even if you did want to be a woman, who effing cares?
exactly.
It's
Even if I
none of
did,
their damn business.
exactly. Um, but yeah,
We are who we are, and that is all that matters. Just like if he wanted to be a woman, I wouldn't care. Like, come on.
yeah.
It gets to a point where it's like,
It's getting a bit
I'm
old now.
it's getting old. Get over it and
Yeah,
stop trying to. You know what? I've had my dad push my buttons my whole life to now not have
it's
those
okay.
buttons pushed. You know what I mean? I'm not living
Yeah,
with them to know, and I don't have anyone to push my buttons. So I know how to just let it go and walk
just
away and laugh and think, wow, this person's crazy.
yeah. That
They're
is
just
so
fucking
true.
crazy.
Yeah, it's so
But
true.
yes, you shouldn't be doing other, like we were trying to protect somebody last night and it ended up being more. He's using that as a weapon and that's not cool.
This is true.
But anyways, it's been fun.
Yeah, it
I've
has.
loved having you both on here.
Chris is multitasking. Chris is playing a game whilst listening.
Of course. I'm
He's a good
multitasking
multitasker.
too. Yeah.
He's a multitasker. I'm not.
We will be continuing these rant nights every Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That chime will not change. It will always be 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would love to have different people up here on my panel. We didn't have any call-ins tonight, but next week we will go back into the call-ins. And if anyone wants to come join us, you're more than welcome to join us.
Yeah.
This was our
Basically,
special edition.
she's
for
just getting sick
tonight.
of me.
No,
I'm
never.
just
I
kidding.
talk to you every night,
I know you do.
all day long, all
We
night
do.
long.
Hi,
It
Snoop.
never fails. Oh, Snoopy
Yeah.
came to the end. We're getting ready to leave. So,
We are, yeah.
but yes, it's been fun
It
and
has.
it's been a great special edition for
A
Pride Month.
pride.
And
Yeah.
technically, next Wednesday is still part of Pride Month. So we might
Technically
have
it
a
is.
special edition part 2
We
just
might do.
to celebrate and have fun because
We might
that's
do,
what
yeah.
we're here to do.
Yeah.
So,
Here to celebrate and
any
have fun.
last parting words for my lovely male supporters, Chris and Josh?
I love how you're just staring there and staring at me.
Yeah.
It's been fun. I love having you, and I love talking to both of you. It's
We
always
have
a good
fun.
time.
It's been fun.
We'll definitely go check out Josh's channel. It's in the description.
Yes.
And what game are you playing? I want to know. I'm curious, Chris.
Path of Exile.
Okay.
Yes, it's a good game.
Yes.
Yeah, don't give me that. Just give me the look of saying, how would you know?
Have you never played it, Josh? That's why.
No, I haven't, but I've watched him play it.
Hey, watching is sometimes better than anything. I like to watch people play games and not understand them. I do that on Twitch with Minecraft. I don't know how to play Minecraft, but I like watching it. I don't know. It's interesting.
Minecraft is fun.
Right?
It is. Yes. So, right. What?
But yes, we'll be here next week. Like I said, same time as always, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, I forgot what. So I was a little late tonight because I was on a phone call with EBJJ Comic Knot, who I haven't talked in such a long time. And I told him how much we all miss him and we can't wait to have him back. And he will be back soon, he said. And right now he is not where his studio is, so that's why he's not currently recording and things like that. And he's had a nice little break offline, and it says very refreshing, but he misses everybody. And it was just nice being able to talk to him and just hearing his voice and like learning things. He asked how I was doing, and we just caught up. It was a nice catch-up session, and I hope that he did say he would come on here very soon, so you never know.
Never know.
Never know.
You never know.
We all miss him greatly, and I will link his channel in the description below because he will be doing videos again shortly, guys. He said he would, and when he says he does, he is that type of a person, which I love about him. So.
And I'll be going live in about 25 minutes, roughly, Grams Alive.
Yes.
Yes.
So see everybody over there, and
I might bully Jacci to come on with me.
You never know. I might.
You never know.
It's been fun, and we'll see everyone next week, 8:30. And we'll see everyone on Friday as well for our YouTube weekly recap. And tomorrow I'm putting out a video, so not sure what time yet, but check that out. Love you all. Bye.
Bye.